Hey guys, Stefan here. In this video I want to introduce you to my brand new Photo Book Wizzard, which is going to help you find the best photo book for your needs. The Wizzard is a database that I've been working on for quite a few months now, and I'm very happy to say that it's ready, so hopefully you'll enjoy using it and you'll find it helpful. The reason why I came up with the Wizzard was mainly because I was getting so many emails and messages now asking for my opinion on what photo book to use, what photo book is best for this, what photo book is best for that. And when I only had 10-15 photo books reviewed on my channel, it was easy to answer these questions, but now that it's above 100, it's very difficult to keep all of this information in my head and respond to all these emails on a regular basis. So I wanted to create a database that's easy to use and can answer all of these questions instantly. The second reason why I really wanted to create a Wizzard is because, to my knowledge, there is no such thing on the internet at the moment, so this should be the very first one and has the biggest amount of information and the biggest range of photo book companies included in the database. So what is the Wizzard? The Wizzard is basically an interactive database where you can filter photo books by your needs. So you'll be able to find the best photo book for you based on covers, based on binding, based on print quality, based on your budget, based on the place where you are, based on the size that you're looking for, or based on your favorite companies. You can use any of these filters alone, or you can use them in combination for a more detailed search. The database is updated on a regular basis, and I'm adding more and more photo books as I go. Of course, you'll only find photo book companies in the database that I have seen and tested. In the next part of the video, I want to walk you through the Wizzard to show you how it works, what you can do with it, and how to read and use the information provided by the Wizzard. First thing you'll need to do is come to my blog, thephotobookwizard.com, and there select Wizzard from the menu, or you can come straight to the Wizzard by typing in thephotobookwizard.com/Wizzard. This is what you're going to see. So a little bit of introduction for the Wizzard, and then you can see all the photo books that show up. Now on the right side here, you are going to see the filters, which are going to help you to narrow down your selection or find the photo book that's best for you. And if you're using a smartphone, the filters are going to be in the bottom. Now I'm going to go through the filters one by one so you can see what they do. The first one is the companies, and here you see all the photo book companies that are in the database. So if you want to see all the photo books available for one specific company, you have to come to the companies and select Z&O, for example, and then all the Z&O photo books are going to show up. The price category was a bit difficult to create since photo books are priced so individually based on personalization, number of pages, available discounts at the moment. So I tried to create some rough simplifications to create a kind of broader range where you can filter your books by your budget. So the first one is going to be $0 to $20. That includes free books and also very cheap budget books. $20 to $50 is going to be your mid-range books, $50 to $100 is going to be your high-end books, and anything above $100 for a book is going to be luxury. All of these prices are in United States dollars, and a very important thing to know here is that the price for each book type is set for a medium landscape, roughly 11 by 8 inches, A4 size, 28 by 22 centimeters, landscape photo book for 20 pages. That means that if you are looking for a photo book that's bigger than a medium landscape, the price might be higher, and if it's smaller, it could be lower. But this should give you an idea of the relative price of the photo books compared to each other. The covers section speaks for itself, so you can filter photo books by covers: soft cover, glossy hardcover, linen, linen plus photo, which basically means that the spine might be linen but you have a photo on the front. So like mixed fusion covers, leather, cameo, debossed, crystal, canvas, all kinds of different photo book covers. Underneath we've got binding, which again can be a bit confusing, but I go through them one by one. Saddle stitched is more like a booklet, so it's a very small thin book which has staples in the middle. Perfect bound is the most common photo book, which is printed as single sheets, doesn't open fully flat, and is glued at the spine. Pages are usually the thinnest in these two book types. Hinged lay flat is very similar to perfect bound, the same style pages, but the pages are attached to a hinge at the spine, which allows the book to stay fully flat, but there's going to be a little break in the middle. Seamless lay flat is, as the name says, fully flat and it's uninterrupted, so there's no break in the middle. Photos are printed on double page spreads, which are then stuck to each other, and seamless lay flat books usually have thicker pages and a smaller maximum page count. Flush mount albums are the most luxurious. They have very rigid, thick pages. There is a substrate inserted between the sheets. They are of course seamless lay flat as well, and they usually have the smallest maximum page count, and they are the most expensive. You can filter your books by print quality, and that basically shows you the different printers available. Digital indigo is standard printing, so the most average photo book quality printed on digital HP printers. These prints are made up of tiny dots, so it's not a continuous tone printing. It has very nice colors, but it's not the most natural. Digital laser standard printing is very similar to indigo, but instead of electroing, it's using toner, so it's a laser printing method. Again, it's very similar in quality to digital indigo. Inkjet HD is a more recent innovation in the photobook world. The photobooks are printed on very high resolution inkjet printers. They are still made up of tiny dots, but these dots are so small that the print actually appears to be continuous tone, and the colors look a lot more natural because it's using more inks. Silver halide HD is a chemical process, so it's not using tiny ink droplets, it's using light to expose your photos onto chemically treated papers. It usually results in the most natural skin tones and colors, very good for portraits and nature photography. It's a continuous tone print method. Underneath the print quality, you can filter your photo books by maximum page count. Again, every single photo book is going to have a different maximum page count, but I try to put them into broader categories. So 20 to 50 is going to be the flush mount albums or very specific one-of-a-kind books. 50 to 100 pages is usually lay flat books. 100 to 150 is lay flat books and some perfect bound books. 150 to 200 pages is usually always perfect bound books. Very few lay flat books can go above 150 pages. And anything above 200 pages is always going to be perfect bound because lay flat books cannot go up to that high of a page count. The 200 plus includes photo books of up to 500 pages. Underneath the maximum page count, you will find the editing options, so you can filter photo books by the way you create them. You can have online desktop editors, which basically means you have to create the photo book in the photo book company's editor with a live internet connection. There are offline desktop editors, which means that you have to create the photo book in the company's editor, but you can download it and create it without an internet connection. Smartphone editors, PDF upload means that you can create your photo book in any software you want to, export it as a PDF and send it off to the company for printing. And Adobe, InDesign, Lightroom and Photoshop templates and plugins are specific for these editors. Underneath we've got the box option, so yes or no, very easy. I think it's an important thing because if you make a wedding album or something fancy, you want to make sure that it comes with a nice presentation box. The yes option doesn't mean that the book comes with a free box, it just means that you can upgrade for a presentation box, a matching box. Underneath we've got the sizes. This was again a very difficult category to create because there are so many photo book sizes and the measurements can be in inches, centimeters or international sizes like A4. So instead of creating small, medium and large, which would be very vague, I actually entered every single size available. So if you're looking for a specific size, you can do two things. You can either browse through the sizes, and there are lots of sizes, or you can type it in. So if you're looking for something like an A4, you type in A4 and then you see A4 landscape and click on it. In the bottom section we've got shipping. This is very straightforward. Again, some photo books are not available in all regions around the world. Some of them are only available in Europe, some of them in North America worldwide, and so on. Now let's see a live example of how this works. Let's say that I would like a 10 by 10 inch square photo book. I would like to have a leather cover, and I would like to have the best possible print quality, so I would say Silver Halide HD, and I don't want to spend more than $100 on it. So I'm going to come to my budget, the price. I'm going to select $50 to $100. Underneath the covers, I'm going to select leather, and at the print quality, I'm going to select Silver Halide. So now that I have all my selections, I can see here every single photo book available, which is under $100, is 10 by 10 inches, and is Silver Halide with a leather cover. So I've got Z&O flush mount, linen leather, Z&O lay flat, Saal Digital XT, Saal Digital leather, and Pixmig Pro lay flat. So what you can do when you have these companies, you can either click on Visit Site, which is going to take you to the photo book company's website, or you can click on the title of the photo book selection, and you're going to come to the main page of that photo book. Now it's very important here to click on the additional information tab, and you're going to see that this is a flush mount book. These are the covers available for that specific book type. It comes with a box, you can edit it online, PDF or external. It's a maximum of 100 pages. The price is under $100. It's Silver Halide. These are the available sizes. These are the available paper options, and it ships worldwide. And that's basically how it works. If I come back to my selections and I want to disable some of the filters, all I have to do is click on the little red X next to my filter, and then all of a sudden I'm going to have a lot more options because all of the available cover types are going to show up in the selection. So that's basically how it works. I hope it's straightforward. One important thing about the price and the maximum page count selection, since these two categories are very simplified and they cover a broad range, always visit the retailer's website or my dedicated reviews if you want to see the specific page count or the actual current price for the specific book.